need to make some comfrey oil up, so let's harvest some comfrey. I'm down in the garden and I've got some other areas as well, but we'll just pick these ones first. It doesn't really matter what the leaves look like. They're going to be in the oil and then we will strain it, so they don't have to be perfect. Normally these would be quite a bit bigger. There's a few bigger ones just over there. These ones look a little bit better. They're still a little bit nibbled on, but that's all right. They'll still do the job. Going to be plenty enough for a couple of jars, so let's get these upstairs and we'll put them into jars and put them into some oil. Alright, so I've given these a brush down. I have not washed them and I don't want any more moisture in them. I'm using these as fresh comfrey, so you can dehydrate them, and if you're going to do that way, you can process it and give it a wash and put it in the dehydrator. But because I'm using fresh comfrey, I'm not going to put any more moisture in this. So I've brushed them all off. A couple of little spotty bits, that's not a big deal. I've got my jars, several of the jars. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1/3 fresh herbs in here and I'm going to fill it up with oil. Then we're going to put a lid on, but we're not putting a sealed lid. We're just going to put a paper towel over the top of it so it can breathe, and it's going to allow the moisture to evaporate out of there. If you're using dry comfrey, you would use more comfrey and less oil, and you would be able to put a sealed lid on the top of that. But because it's fresh, I'm only just going to put a paper towel on and put a ring around it. So what I'm doing is just going to chop the comfrey up a little bit so we're not just jamming it all down there. Just going to put it into small pieces like that. So the oil covers more surface area. I'm putting the stalks and the whole lot in. They all have medicinal properties. So we're just going to, I don't know if this is going to work. You can just stick it in there and, no, that's not going to work. I'll just cut it. See, if I was to push that down, it'll push down to about 1/3. I don't want to push it down yet because I want to get all the oil in there first. So let's get some oil in. that up. Make sure everything is covered nicely in oil. And I'm going to put a paper towel over that and then put the lid on. So we'll put the paper towel over the top, put a ring on the top. This is so dust and bugs don't get in there and the moisture can come out. So that's going to sit in the windowsill for about 6 weeks. Now I've got to fill the other two up. So that's it. That is 3 jars of Comfrey that we are infusing in olive oil. We'll come back in about 6 weeks time, maybe longer. Just depends on when I need it, and yeah, we'll strain it.